Hello again, everyone. As you know, I'm Marcus and I review stuff. And today I want to talk just very briefly about this, crazy idea that I have. So, to preface the crazy idea, I just want you guys to know that I'm always trying to do new things on the channel, trying to differentiate myself from other music reaction channels. I am fully aware that music reaction channels are a dime a dozen. You can look up music reaction and there will be 1,000 YouTube channels or more that come up. And I will say there are definitely people who do it better than I do. So I don't pretend that I'm like the end all be all of music reactions. But with that said, because I'm not the best of the best or whatever, I'm always trying to reinvent what I do here while still kind of doing the things that people enjoy, which is namely my style of music reaction. So anyway, I had this crazy idea one day, and it was kind of just because I had started doing a finish the album series, and so people request music on my channel. I listen to the music, and then from there, I was like, you know what? What if I just finish some of these albums that I've heard a lot of songs from? So I did, Arctic Monkeys' Favorite Worst Nightmare. I did Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf. I did Opeth, Ghost Reveries. I mean, I've done a few albums at this point, and I've really, really enjoyed them. And so I was like, well, what if to sort of diversify the kind of music that I listen to, what if I looked up a list of the best albums of all time and then just reviewed those on top of, taking people's requests and stuff. I will continue taking people's requests. I'll go ahead and say that right now, get that out of the way. But I was like, yeah, what if I just start listening to what people consider the greatest albums of all time? And so that's what I did. I looked it up. Rolling Stone has a 500 greatest albums of all time list, starting with number 500, Arcade Fire's Funeral, which I don't think I've ever heard a song off that album, but my wife says it's a great album. So I'm like, okay, so I have my crazy idea. I looked up a list to follow, and now I'm like, okay, here's I guess where I want your input. And I was gonna write a whole whole post about this, but I was like, I'm just make a video, and I might still have to make a post. But anyway, I was like, okay, should I listen to the entire album and record reactions to the entire album for 500 albums, which again is why this is a crazy idea, or should I maybe just do one song from each album, and then you guys can decide if you want to hear more on the channel, or if I'm just going to end up listening to the rest of the album on my own. I have a feeling that might be the more popular pick. That way we're just not, getting reactions of the same artist over, for a whole week or two or whatever. But if I do the entire album, I will say I will try to do it on Twitch. That way we can kind of live stream it, do it all in one sitting. And then I can break up the stream into videos to then use on the channel throughout the week. So I don't know yet. We'll kind of see. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. And then again, I might still make a poll just to see what you guys would prefer. Again, the two options I'm kind of weighing are listen to the entire album for each of the 500 albums, or just listen to maybe one or two songs from each album and then let people decide if they want to hear more on the channel. And then if they do, we can do more videos. Or I can just listen to the rest of the album on my own time. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm just always trying to do something new to continue, earning subscribers, gaining subscribers, and again to differentiate myself from all the other millions of music reaction channels out there. I want to do something different. So I don't want to be just like everyone else. With that said, if 500 albums is just that's crazy, why would you do that? There's also this 500 best songs of all time, which might be a little bit more manageable. That way, we're not listening to entire albums. We're just kind of picking songs here and there. Obviously, some of these I've heard. Some of these are super popular songs. I've heard this song by Kanye West. I don't know. Maybe I've heard this song. I don't recognize it by the name, but I mean, I recognize the Supremes, so maybe I've heard it. But I think I've done Poncho and Lefty on the channel. So my point is this one might be a little bit more manageable because I've already done some of these, or I might already know some of these, so a reaction would be fairly simple and straightforward. But even some of these, I'm like, okay, actually, I know a lot of these. But maybe a few of these I might not know. When I was looking through the albums list, there were definitely a lot more albums I didn't know. I'd never listened to that Arcade Fire album. I've never listened to this Rufus album. I've never listened to Suicide. I don't think I've ever listened to the Indestructible Beats. I mean, like, look, just these first, 4 or 5 albums. I'm like, I've never listened to this at all. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. That was kind of the crux of the video. Probably didn't even need to be 5 minutes long. A bit of it is just me rambling. But let me know what you guys think. Is this an idea worth pursuing? Is it something that it's like, you should just stick to what you do, and which is taking people's requests? Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it as always, and I appreciate it for anyone and everyone who watches my videos. So thank you. Hope to see you in the next one. More music coming soon. Bye for now.